In this video, we are going to remove and disassemble the bobbin winder on this late model 99K. Let's get started. So we're going to remove the bobbin winder assembly here first, and then we will take off the little thread guide that's on the base of the machine. I just find it easier to get to the thread guide once this is out of the way. To take this off, there is one screw right here that mounts it to the machine. So you just need to make sure you're using the right size bit because these can be pretty stuck. And this one was pretty gross looking, but surprisingly not stuck. So you see here, I have my one screw, it's nice and dirty, and I have the whole bobbin winder assembly. So that's off the machine. Now let's get that thread guide so I don't forget. Now here's the thread guide that I was talking about, and it is another screw that we just need to find the right bit for. So once you have the right bit, you can get it down into the head of the screw and left to loosen. And sorry, my hands were in the way. We're just going to spin this out because this is all part of the bobbin winding system, so it needs to come off too. And then you see we have here one screw, a flat washer, and then the thread guide itself. And this is adjustable left or right. So when our bobbin isn't filling evenly, this is what we would adjust by loosening the screw and sliding one way or the other. So I can set this aside and I don't need the machine anymore for the rest of this. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to remove this bobbin winder stop. Here's the screw I'm going to remove. That is when the bobbin winder is engaged. When the bobbin of thread is full, this little stop is pressing against the thread. As it gets full, at a certain point, it triggers it and it releases. So that's why we can call it the bobbin winder stop. Let's flip this over. If you look here on the back side, there's a screw right here. We want to loosen that screw. So just with adequate pressure, almost couldn't get that one. Just going to spin it free. And when you take this apart, you will see you have a hinge screw. It's just got a tiny little shoulder on it. The stop mechanism. And inside you're going to have a spring, and you do want to wiggle that spring free. Just do not pull on it too hard. Just kind of pry it out if you can. Do you see this? You do want to keep that out of the way. Almost out. There we go. It popped out. So here is that spring. It fits down in this hole right here. There's a little hole. I don't know if you can see the light coming through there, that one of these little fingers is going to go into. But we have the spring. We have the spring here, the stop, and the hinge screw with the tiny shoulder. We can set those aside. Now we can remove the arm, and that is by loosening this screw right here. Left to loosen. Another hinge screw. They're everywhere. And we can just pull that out. There's our long hinge screw. It removes the frame from this cover here that attaches to the body. We can set that aside. Everything's off of that now. And here is the bobbin winding arm. Now we're not done. We have one more part. This little tripping arm right here. We're going to remove this screw, and you can see this is another adjustable point. We'll talk about that when we put it back together, but we just need to remove this screw. Just finding a good angle. Left to loosen. And our last screw. Not a hinge screw, this little bracket here, and finally our last spring. And this spring fits down inside the bobbin winding arm. There's a hole for the back tail of the spring to go into. So we kind of sit it in there, we get it in the hole, and then we pull this long skinny arm up in front of this notch right here. And that's going to give the spring tension when we're rotating the bobbin winding arm. But now we have it all apart. Now we can clean it. And this I will probably clean with maybe some water and a rag. I will be flushing this port out here with oil really well, but I won't disassemble this any further. It's as far as I want to take it. Now I want you to look here. This little end of the stud where the bobbin slides onto, do you see this little finger sticking out? Just make sure it's there and that it's sticking out far enough. Sometimes these can break, and these are actually going to, this little pin fits into the hole on the actual bobbin that you're winding the thread onto and holds it into place. So just make sure it's there and it's not broken, because if it was, you would need to have that part replaced. I don't know if there's really a way to repair that little finger sticking out. So that's it. We've done it. We have the arm, sprocket here, and screw and spring. The hinge screw, the long one that holds the arm on, the follower, the spring, the hinge screw with the tiny shoulder, the screw that holds the whole assembly to the machine, and this little thread guide that's going to help our bobbins wind evenly. So that's it. We've taken it off and we've taken it apart. And you can bag all those parts that we took off up together. There's nothing in there that's too similar that you might get confused when you go to reassemble and not understand which part goes where on the bobbin winder. In the next video, we are going to take it's a monster machine. We're going to take the nose cover off and we're going to start looking at getting some parts out of the nose. So that's what we will be doing on the next video. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you for watching. Bye.